In Italy, it is said that idiot is who doesn't vote. But 24 election results, definitely it's very dicey right now. It's very, very dicey because a lot of infiltrated people, they've got their Aadhaar card, their PAN card. How come? There are certain things diplomatically to be understood. Government who are saying that if I come into the power, I'll give you so much free. I will give you so much free. Free comes from where? Inflation is not earmarked by the economy of our country, but by few handful people.
सर अगले साल इलेक्शंस चालू होने वाले हैं, क्या लगता है कौन सी पार्टी आएगी?
See, as far as elections are concerned, it's a democratic country. Okay, first of all, everybody has to come down to vote there, to cast their vote. In Italy, it is said that idiot is who doesn't vote. So if everybody who comes and vote and have a democratic way to vote, then there are probability of growth and development of the country. Right now, since 10 years, everybody must have visualized how we are growing up, how we are having the development of the country. Earlier, I used to carry 10,000 or 5,000 rupees in a pocket as a currency note to do some purchases. And then, or a middle class person going in a train, passing by, and a salary, he has got it, and it has been pickpocketed. But now, can we hear such issues, such questions? No. Why? Because of UPI, which other Western countries also doesn't have. Why I'm elaborating all this thing? Because the person who had the party, the political party, in the collaboration of few more, had come out with so much developments and with so much growth in the country. Thereby, we definitely feel safe as far as not only from the pickpocketers, okay, but as far as from the other evil countries who are having a lot of problems as far as terrorism is concerned. Terrorism since 10 years, nobody has visualized in our country, though current affairs are being there. But what if that would have happened to our country? Then definitely the massacre would be in lakhs of people because our population is 140 crores, probably more than that. Number one. Number two, we should, this I talked about development and the financial development. Number two, which I would like to emphasize, is the infiltration of the people from across the border and is allowed by some political party who should not be supported at all. Right now, the current affairs, what is happening in Israel and Lebanon, it was 54 or 55% of Christians over there, and then they had allowed other people from Jordan and all to come and stay with them. Ultimately, what has happened, we had seen. And the same scenario can happen after 10 or 15 years if this particular political party doesn't come again into the election. Why? Because there are a lot of people who are infiltrating from West Bengal, Bihar and all this, as well as Punjab. Punjab is infiltration through drone as well as through human resources. So to have our borders sealed properly, to have a growth and development, I would say that people should be, are right now more rational and sensible to select the political party who can support the country as well as the human being overall.
सर तो किसके बारे में बोल रहे हैं आप? मैं तो समझ गया हूँ, बहुत सारे लोग समझ चुके हैं कि आप किस पार्टी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, बट जस्ट टू बी क्लियर, एकदम क्लिस्टर क्लियर, आप किसके बारे में?
See, as far as crystal clear is concerned, see, whatever there are certain things diplomatically to be understood. You being a press reporter or or freelancer, you should understand. Like, see, people should think that whom we should vote. As I told you earlier, my first statement was that, and then I had elaborated who had given us the growth, development. Stop it to the infiltration, stop it to the terrorism, stop it to the bomb blastings and all. So, who is ruling the country? Who is on the helm of affairs in this country right now? They should come.
Since we started with talking about UPI and money, a lot of people have been talking about increasing inflation. महंगाई बढ़ गई है. What are your views about that?
See, as far as महंगाई is concerned, inflation is concerned. Inflation definitely it's a temporary phase. Like we had observed a fortnight before, tomatoes had reached to 200 kg. Now it is sellable at 20, 30 as usual as it was earlier. Okay, the inflation is not earmarked by the economy of our country, but by few handful people. Like sugar, a very small example I would like to give. In the Maharashtra, the sugar is a huge lobby in Maharashtra, who is now not in the regime of Maharashtra. They are in the opposition of Maharashtra. So definitely we can see sugar pricing getting hiked up. Moment they come into the power, the sugar prices will come down. So that is why I am telling you the vested interest of political as well as who are having the interest of having my encumbrances also coming into the political party. My son should be a political leader of my political party. It's not a democratic thing. So that is leading to the inflation of the country. Okay, number three, I would like to say that out of 140 crores, probably 1% or 2% or 3.5% or 5%, whatever, must be in the economy at the forefront of it, in the terms of stock market. But what about others? But still we had seen the news reporters, they will not canvass wrongly because they have to do the payment properly. We had seen so many people getting their houses, so many people they are getting their own places to stay with. Now, from where the money comes? Money comes from various numbers of taxes which should be clustered into one, that is bank tax. That's it. Whatever bank transaction I do, whether by going to the bank or by UPI, whatever, 1%. That's it. No other taxes should be levied. Definitely the inflation will lower down totally. At the same time, what we are having the corruption still now, because Babus are there. They are not yet retired. Though the top officials have been transferred from here to there. But Babus are still there who are very well acquainted with the corruption activity. Kuch to do, that is what, chai pani to do. So that what terminology we had learned from Britishers when they had left us. Since then, till today, still those Babus are there. But corruption can definitely bring down the, corruption if stopped, can definitely bring down the inflation. Because I am paying the amount of this particular mic which you are holding. Suppose in the market, or the cost of production is 100 rupees. In the market it comes to 150 rupees. But I am in dire need of this mic right now. So the person who is selling, sir, if you want it today itself, I can get you, but I don't have the stock. I will give you at 180 or 190. This is a way of inflation, which I definitely would challenge it. Only one tax, that is bank tax, that's it, nothing else. And the political parties who are having the influence of my upbringings should be the helm of affairs of my political party. There is a democracy in that. That also leads to the inflation. Like Mayawati, she was there in UP. Lots and lots of elephants and lots of Dr. Balasaheb Ambedkar's statues were constructed by her. What was the use of it? But the expenses are being done. At whose cost? At the cost of tax amount. And lastly, what I would like to say is that the government who are saying that if I come into the power, I'll give you so much free. I will give you so much free. Free comes from where? Is your, I'm sorry to use a robust language, is electric house your pop's house? 20% reduction in the electric bill or 30% reduction in electric bill? It is, see, everything has a cost. And if I promise anything and I have to abide with, and because I fail to abide, again I go and approach to the central government. Sir, mujhe kuch big de do. Because I had given some promises to the people over there in my state. For example, Delhi, Punjab, now MP. Though the ruling party's CM is also doing the same thing, which he should not do, otherwise he'll fail to rule the country again, the state again. That is my contention. So inflation, corruption should be totally stopped.
Since we were talking about corruption, there's another issue, scams. How do you rate this government when it comes to scams?
See, as far as scams are concerned, media and newspaper, we had found only one scam since 10 years. Do you think that this government doesn't need money? Definitely they need money to run the show of 140 crore people. But not by doing scams. By having the strings pulled up so that taxpayers are paying tax properly. I had seen an interview that so many two-wheelers and four-wheelers are getting sold out. So many people are going abroad for an excursion or for their commitments. That means they have money to bear the expenses on their own. Then why they don't have money to pay for in the terms of tax as a patriotic citizen? I'll tell you, 1942, Japan had suffered Hiroshima, Nagasaki. 1947, we had become freedom. 5 years of gap. Where is Japan and where is I? That is I means India, Bharat. Where is Bharat? The gap of difference is just because of lack in patriotism and lack of earning money. Lack of earning money in a way, easy money I want. I don't want to toil for getting my money. So that is why I rank this in that form.
Would you like to add something, ma'am?
Will do like that? Okay. You know, I mean, more or less it is the same thing, only that I've seen, I'm a globally traveler. I work for the government also for our External Affairs Ministry. And I know that we have already started consulate in America. So I know the things in and out, you know, that how people are rating India. India is a Sanatan, India is a dharmic, India is a religious, and we are the people who cannot cheat anybody at all. And in spite of under this kind of government, when Modi ji is there, it is hardly impossibility. The person who is a purified, in real sense, the man who is a clear at heart, clear in terms of money, clear in transaction, he will not allow. He will खुद भी नहीं खाएंगे और दूसरे को भी खाने नहीं देंगे. That is the slogan of this man, and he's going to just do the same thing forever. We'll have to support him. We'll have to, so that we are number one in the world, Sanatan number one, and we are going to be number one forever.
राहुल गांधी ने पहले कहा हुआ है कि एक सरकार सूट बूट की सरकार है. अब भी लोगों का आरोप है कि अडानी अंबानी को सब कुछ बेचे जा रहे हैं. आपका इस पर क्या कहना है?
See, Rahul Gandhi, first of all, I would ask you whether he is a trustworthy person or not, number one. Number two, any allegation if you want to put on opposition or anybody, you should be rational enough. Number three, you should have the knowledge of the economy. As far as Manmohan Singh ji was finance minister, then a prime minister, everybody knows that how remotely the government was playing the role. As far as Adani Ambani, what you are asking me, it is not Adani Ambani. See, it is any entrepreneur has to come forward to initiate the growth of the country, where money matters a lot. So if anybody who comes, like for example now Tata has come forward, but Tatas have given an opportunity. So Tatas have been given an opportunity. Adani Ambani, they also had come forward to finance their projects on their own as well as by taking loan. And there was one agency of USA who had uttered that Adani was involved in some scam and all. Ultimately, nothing was proved, but their intention was why third country, that is us, that is India, a businessman should come up as far as the growth is concerned. He was ranking more or less third or fourth. So that definitely insults the Western countries, that how come India, being a developing country, any businessman or any entrepreneur should come on the helm of affair. So there have been financed, and there are some people who are hand to glove with the political party who is not getting an opportunity since 10 years to do corruption, and since 10 years their business is blocked. If I or you or anybody asks Rahul Gandhi, what is your occupation? He will say politics. Otherwise he doesn't have any other occupation. Likewise, Narendra Modi or anybody, if you ask, they will say, my occupation is politics. But as far as politics is concerned, if the people are not getting any opportunity to growth on his own or on her own, then what happens? Scams happens. As far as Narendra Modi is concerned, he doesn't have any likes or dislikes for his own. Should put, if he's saying that whatever gifts and whatever memories he gets from any foreign country, after a few months or so, he auctions it out, and that money goes to Prime Minister Relief Fund. Now this is also a big issue. They are saying Prime Minister Relief Fund or Prime Minister Fund issue, but he financed back to the government. At the same time, when a government Prime Minister who spends his own lunch expenses, own dinner expenses, tea expenses, and more likely I would like to say that Rahul Gandhi and these people, when they were in the government, they used to go to foreign countries for their privilege as well as for their enjoyment. Lot of people they used to accompany, 200, 150, 200, but when Narendra Modi ji, he accompanies only Mr. Jaisankar, who is the External Affairs Minister, or few delegates who are important and required for that particular country. And after, when the second country comes into the scenario that he has to go, those people are not repeated. There are the other people who are repeated, who are connected with that second particular country. So there are people who will definitely say that in Hindi में कहावत भी है, हाथी चले बाजार कुत्ते बस हजार. तो बस से तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है ना. But 24 election results Definitely, it's very dicey right now. It's very, very dicey because a lot of infiltrated people, they've got their Aadhaar card, their PAN card. How come? Since 11 months, 7 months, I have a case who I had complained to the government that he's staying at Vasi. Within 7 months, he got Aadhaar card of Vasi address. And when I asked him, he says, I am from Bangladesh. So this is the particular thing which this particular government, current government has to focus on it. And Mr. Amit Shah, who is our Home Minister, is very strong enough and is a very decent person. Definitely he will come out with some good solution on this case. Thank you very much. Namaskar.